Hello students, today in this video we are going to see Civics Chapter 1st Introduction to the Parliamentary System. Students, in this chapter we will learn the machinery or the system of government as given in the Indian Constitution. Now, before moving on to the lesson, students, have you ever thought of these questions? First question. What is a parliamentary system of government? Well, the parliamentary system of government is the one where representatives are directly elected by the people. Then they become the members of the legislature, which is also known as the parliament. Students, in this system, elections are held after a fixed period of time. And the party which gets the majority forms the government. Second question. In India, we have Prime Minister. But why is there no Prime Minister in the United States of America? Students, in the parliamentary system of government, the Prime Minister is the head of the executive, that is, the Council of Ministers. But in the presidential system of government, the president is the head of the executive. Students, India has adopted the parliamentary system. So, we have the post of Prime Minister, whereas United States of America has adopted presidential system. So, they have the post of the president. Students, remember this, the post of the Prime Minister does not exist in presidential system of government. And the last question, what is the difference between a parliamentary and a presidential system of government? The differences between the parliamentary and presidential system of government are: in the parliamentary system, President is the constitutional head, whereas in the presidential system, President is the executive head. Prime Minister and Council of Ministers have more powers in parliamentary system, and in presidential system, President has more powers. Next, in a parliamentary system, Council of Ministers is formed by the elected members of Parliament, and in presidential system, President is directly elected by the people. In a parliamentary system, Parliament can remove the Prime Minister by passing a no confidence motion. Here, no confidence motion is an vote which conditions that an individual is not able to hold the responsibility. This vote is in the form of yes or no, and if yes or more, then the person can be removed immediately. But in the presidential system, President can be removed only by impeachment. Students, impeachment is a process by which a legislative body levels charges against a government official. And the last difference, in a parliamentary system, members of the executive are also the members of the legislature. And in the presidential system, legislature and executive are not dependent on each other. Students, now the previous information would lead us to conclude that every country has a different form of government. But before we go ahead to understand different types of government systems, let us get information about the main branches of government. Let us first see branches of the government and their functions. Students, first branch is legislature, and their function is to make laws. Second branch is executive, and its function is to implement laws. And the last branch is the judicial branch, and its function is to provide justice. Now let's see types of government systems. Students, there are two types of government system. First one is parliamentary system and the next one is the presidential system. Now let's begin with the parliamentary system of government. Students, this system of government developed first in England. Students, the English Constitution is an unwritten constitution and it is implemented in the accordance with traditions, customs and conventions. Students, hence the parliamentary system of government having its roots in Parliament is thus considered as a contribution of England. Students, do you know why India adopted the parliamentary system of government? Well, India adopted the parliamentary form of government because India has been familiar with its working during the British rule. So, the members of the Constituent Assembly decided to adopt this form of government for the independent India. Students, though India has adopted parliamentary system from England, there are some similarities in parliamentary system of England and parliamentary system of India. But when we look at an institutional level, there are fundamental differences in the content between the British Parliament and the Indian Parliament. Students, hope you have understood this video clearly, and in the next video we are going to see the characteristics of parliamentary system in India.